With time flying by and a new set just around the corner, I thought what better time than now to look back at how Blossoming Fate has affected the Shadowverse Worlds Beyond meta.
Shut up! It's starting!
I already made a video giving my full raw reactions to every card in the set, so go check that out if you want, but I thought it'd be fun to kind of see what I got right and what I got wrong and just see how the meta is shaken up. And what better place than to start with the 1-drops and World of Games. Oh my gosh, this card is crazy. It's just such a good draw engine. Any deck can play this. What more do I need to say? This card is bonkers. One card I wasn't so right about was Monster Literator. I thought, it's pretty niche. Some decks will play it, but really good aggro card, especially in conjunction with World of Games. Spirited Skipper did end up seeing some play for Fairy and Forest decks, but here's my question. You're a skipper, right? But you're in a canoe. Like, a skipper is in charge of a boat. Like, can you be the captain of, like, a one-man boat? Like, anyway, moving on. Wolfred, the Skybound Hangman, is just that. A wolf fraud. I mean, your name is Skybound, but you don't have Skybound art? Anyway, the card's okay. Alright, let's move on to a real meta shaker, and that's Yoluon. If you watched my previous video, you'll see that I was completely right about this card, or at least in the fact that people were really going to complain about it on Reddit. And they did! But if you really want my opinion on the game design of this card, I don't think there should be any 7 cost in the game that can potentially do 21 damage with just a regular Evo. Having said all that, the card is just RNG and just bad enough that I highly doubt Cygames will do anything about it. But it certainly made for some funny videos, at least for me. Speaking of cards I was right about, Red Eyes Black Dragoon. Iron Mace Dragoon. And I called it. This card was a banger in Take 2. Not so great in the actual metagame, but I don't really play Take 2. From what I heard, this card was nasty. Jellyfish Dancer is one that I thought would be really good in an Orca deck, but I was not prepared for how good it was going to be in just every dragon deck. It's powerful early game, it's cheap late game removal, and what can I say? Ain't a jellyfish, but I'm the catch. Ernst, we knew it when we read it. The card is disgusting. It's the best dragon card, and maybe it's actually even a little too good, but let's not get into that today. Yubel Crest Petal, on the other hand, was not as good as I had hoped. You need an Evo and a discard, all for a crest that just doesn't pay off that well, but it's fun at least. Speaking of things I didn't get quite right, Fickle Necromancer. I said it was Ghostly Soiree on legs, and I was right. I just didn't realize how good a Ghostly Soiree on legs really was. So yeah, this saw a lot more play than I anticipated. I'm a bot. Milteo does not work with Belial, obviously. Reading is fundamental. I kind of failed to see how powerful Resolve of the Mistbloom and Kukishiro would be on their own. I thought they'd be like a little package that you tacked into Crest, but they ended up being their own incredible strategy, Odd Haven, or Bird Brain, as I like to call them. Bird Brain Kukishiro ended up being one of my favorite decks of the set. Real fun, not super powerful, but definitely, solid tier 1, tier 2 deck. Sincerity of the Dewdrop really fooled me with its cutesy little bird art. I failed to realize that the person who designed it hates the world and everyone in it. This card is disgusting. For 1 cost, you can pretty much remove anything. Powerful monster, an amulet that they worked so hard to save for just the perfect moment. This card is busted. If even in my prediction video, I thought potentially it might become a 2 cost, but Cygames doesn't like to change anything. Oh, and Amari Dewdrop is not pretty good. She is disgusting. Incredibly powerful, with Sincerity that we already talked about and Upstart Goblin. They just make Portal insanely powerful. They make Eggs the best deck in the game. And yeah, your mirror match in Eggs becomes you just turning your opponent's eggs into little birdies. Yeah, fun gameplay. So my final thoughts are the meta was really fun. It had a lot of meme decks, had a lot of potential, but it kind of stalled out pretty quick. I think what makes a meta great is when the most amount of decks feel playable and strong and all on a similar power level. And with all the fun kind of, meme options and niche decks there were this set, Eggs and Fenny Dragon kind of dominated a little too much, but I still had a lot of fun, and I'm still really excited for the next set. So let me know what you thought in the comments. What was your best card? Are you excited for the next set? Do all the YouTube stuff. Follow me on Twitch. That would mean the most to me. I'm mainly a Twitch streamer. Let me know how you like this more edited, fun YouTube content. Anyway, much love. Peace out. Stay safe, y'all. Bye-bye.